It begins!
Some of Yukihiro's goal in life is to surpass his father's skill in cooking and maybe take over the family business. While after his father beats him for the 489th time with no wins, his dad decides that he's closing the business for 2 to 3 years to cook globally. He also sends Soma to the Tatsuki Culinary Academy and challenges him to graduate there, because if he can't even graduate from there, then he doesn't have a chance of ever surpassing him. When Soma arrives, he realizes that he's at the bottom of the totem pole. So during the opening ceremony for the first years, he endears himself by saying he will take the #1 slot there and use everyone else as stepping stones. We also learned earlier on that there's only a 1% graduating rate at the school. So basically this is going to be one long elimination competition where every cook possesses godlike cooking skill that if anyone tastes their food, they'll orgasm. I remember recently Arkada's first impression of Soma came off as he was unlikable. And I completely understand that. In the beginning chapters, he does come off as overly cocky, but his personality does round out shortly afterward. Like many manga protagonists, he is more friendly and fun-loving and generous, even when it comes to his opponents. Now let's look at some pros and cons. Pro: the various styles of cooking and how each style is tailored to the personality of each chef. The cooking scenes are flashy and dynamic, and at times it looks like the characters are actually attacking each other or the reader with the food. There are times that with the mammoth amount of detail put toward the drawing of the food that it looks better than the real thing. While the character designs aren't revolutionary, they are pleasing to look at. It's nice that most of the effort didn't just go to designing the females. Also, you get to know the supporting characters. One way this is done is by having flashbacks during the food fights. You get to see how they were before and what set them on to the path they are now. There's a great attention to detail, not just with the food, but with the backgrounds. I'm actually surprised that this is a weekly series and not a monthly series with the amount of detail that's involved. Finally, a fun extra at the end of each volume, or the ones I've read so far, there are recipes for certain dishes. It reminds me of what Gosha Aoyama does at the end of every volume of Detective Conan. He dedicates each page and talks about a great mystery character, series, or writer. And now the cons. The constant over-the-top magical, realistic, orgasmic reactions to the tasting of the food. Sometimes it can be really funny. Other times the series relies on it too much and it feels like it goes a bit too far. Next, Soma always seems to win. Even when he doesn't win, it feels like he does. This removes a lot of the tension of the series. In the best action series, the main character does experience some sort of loss. The fact that someone never seems to lose is aggravating. The old saying, you learn more from losing than winning, I think that's how it goes, is true. If you are always victorious, your skills will never evolve to the next level. And I think in some ways, this part of the series really holds it back. And then we have Erina. She's a tsundere. Erina is a tsundere of the series, and early on she's the main villain. She does everything from sending other would-be chefs to eliminate Soma or to try doing it herself. Early on, she's the worst type of tsundere. Being one just because, but not having any reason given on why she is the way she is, or what made her the way she is today. It's only with the most recent chapters of the series where we start to get an inkling on why she is the way she is now. Also, I have a nagging feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, but it seems like the series is trying to set up Soma and Erina as a romantic couple in the future. Okay, these aren't really cons, they're more nitpicks. 1. The series does fall into the tropes of other battle competition series for the lead character making friends or allies of the people that they beat. And if that person is of another gender, then automatically that person is going to fall in love with them. Also, when all seems lost, the main character pulls out the win with a special move that you didn't know that they had.
You triggered my trap card!
I do, however, recommend this series, for now. I just wonder if this premise will get tired in the near future. There are currently 15 volumes and it looks like we're at the end of the first year of school. Obviously, this is leading to a final competition to graduate in the senior year. But can Yuta Tsukudo find enough material of interesting things to do to keep readers interested until then? Well, if you found this review interesting, then check out the manga via print or digital at Viz Media manga site at www.vizmanga.com. Also, the anime is still available on crunchyroll.com for legal streaming. The food even looks better animated. Whether or not you like this review or not, then please comment below. Also, if you enjoyed this, then you can subscribe to my channel, share the video, and click like. Also, if you'd like to help even more, you can go to my Patreon page and donate at least $1. So until my next review, goodbye.